basically all I'm going to try to do. ESO has loot boxes. Well, first thing, like, right now, like, you know what? I'm not going to worry too much about, like, the... Oh, fuck, I thought I needed that one. Looks like I didn't. That's too bad. If ESO has loot boxes, then I'll deal with that when I deal with that, okay? I just want to play the game a little bit and see what it's like. And I'll go from there and decide if the loot boxes are ethical or unethical. I know, obviously, like, I've been on numbers of tirades about loot boxes. Everybody knows that I fucking hate loot boxes. Like, I've never liked them. I think that they're bad for games. They're not, like, I'm just not, I don't like them, okay? Like, let me just say that. I don't fucking like them. And that's all there is to it. It's cosmetic. Who cares? Like, the progression in a game is cosmetic. Like, I mean, that's what it's all about. Like, why was not having transmog cool? Because you would have to see how good somebody's gear is. Cosmetics are the meta of, like, all gaming. Like, that's why skins cost so much money. To say that something is, oh, because it's cosmetic, it doesn't matter. That's why it does matter. Cosmetics are the most important things in games. That's why people pay thousands of dollars for them. Think about how many people, like, pay money for skins. They pay money for League of Legends skins. It's like there are Counter-Strike daggers that are probably worth more than a house. Man, like, that shit is valuable to a lot of people. Now, I understand, like, you know, to a normal person, that'd be fucking stupid. But if you're sitting around playing video games all day, you're not exactly normal to begin with. So, you know what? People are gonna spend a lot of fucking money on dumbass shit. And these companies know that, and that's why they do this kind of stuff. They have these different types of, like, you know, items and everything. There's a CSGO dagger for $4,000. Let me actually, you know what? I kind of want to look that up and see, like, what the most expensive CSGO item is, because I'm kind of curious. I played Mordau for hours yesterday. It's really good. Yeah, I know, man. I'm actually kind of excited to try that game out. I'll probably, if I do try it out, I'll try it out on stream and give some people, you know, a little bit of content, and they can watch that happen, okay? But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like, a combat advantage is, like, really bad in terms of a microtransaction, but I think that ideally microtransactions should be more or less invisible. So what I mean by that is, like, you know, things like in Path of Exile where you can buy, like, more stash slots and stuff like that. I think that's basically fine. I don't really have a big problem with that. But whenever you actually get into, like, a reward structure of the game, having like a microtransaction component, right? So, like, for WoW, mounts are a reward structure, and there's a microtransaction component to it. I think that whenever you have something like that happen, all you're asking for is to make sure that the things that aren't basically pay to win are not really as good as the things that are. And I've seen that happen with WoW, and I think that there's a lot of other games that kind of have the same thing happen, where, like, you can earn really cool skins in the game, but the most badass, well-designed skins, those ones you have to buy at the store. And that's just always the way that it's been. Like, I've seen that happen 1,000 times. Am I wrong? I mean, am I motherfucking wrong? Like, that's I don't even know what to say. I genuinely do not even know what. This is fucking insane. It sold for so much because of illegal deals and money laundering. I mean, how do we really know that? Like, I'm pretty sure you don't really know that. Like, I mean, that's a good point, right? And you could be right, but I don't think that there's any reason discussing that because it's purely conjecture, right? And I think it's silly to do that. But holy shit, man! And people buy these. That's what's so insane. Is it's not like, oh, dude, like I just, it's right. You fuck with it. It's happened. No, I know that it's happened, and that's really what's so crazy about it. Is like this kind of stuff is actually, like, people buy these, and like, let's say, all right, you know what? Let's rule out the top 50 items that are the most expensive. You still have items that are probably worth like $5 grand that people are buying. Cosmetic progression is the only thing that matters in games. That's the only fucking thing that matters. People buy it is because they just don't lose value. You could sell them again if you want. Yeah, it's like buying fine art, you know? It's like you buy a painting of Picasso and it's gonna keep its value in the same way that buying a CSGO knife skin will. Yeah, I wonder who's doing that. I bet anybody who's stupid enough to believe that probably doesn't have the type of buying power to actually act on it. Hopefully, at least. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to say, that's fucking retarded, okay? Like, no, it's not the same at all. Their value is completely tied to the popularity of the game. If the game becomes not popular, then nobody's going to care about the skins, okay? Like, that's just the way that it goes, I'm sorry to say. Like, there's no value. It's all like a perceived value. So, I mean, if you don't have people that are, you know, wanting to play the game, right? It's like, here, I'll give you guys a really, really easy example. You can't really sell a WoW. Like, somebody bought a WoW account in Burning Crusade with the Wargraves of Azeroth for $10,000. There are no accounts nowadays that I think would ever sell for $10,000. The reason for that is because the game doesn't have the same level of notoriety and popularity that it used to, and thus the like the perceived value of having something very cool or very interesting or it makes you very powerful in the game is lowered because you don't have as many people that are going to be able to say, wow, that's really fucking cool, right? That's all it's about. Like, cosmetics and like having cool shit in games, that's what it's all about. And it's not even it's not even something that you would think about for, you know, it's not just in games. Like, people think, oh, this is just in games. Think about dipshits that take out a loan or a second mortgage on their house so they can buy an expensive car, right? You know why they do that? It's because they're stupid. Like, so don't act like, oh, well, we're dumb because we're gamers. No, people do this everywhere. Like, spending money on stupid shit to look cool? Fuck, dude. Like, that is like the core of human psychology. Like, that's just how people fucking are. It's like, you think about, I always use the example like Lamborghini. What are you gonna do with a Lamborghini? Like, I mean, really, you're not gonna drive it like 200 miles an hour. They're gonna arrest you, right? I mean, and like, even if you can pay the fine, they're gonna take the car away. They're like, man, you're going too fast. Like, stop, you know? And yeah, they're gonna impound you. Why do you buy a Lamborghini? Why do you buy like a Ferrari? Why do you buy a Porsche? Why do you buy you know, any of those other expensive cars? A Bentley. You buy it so you can park outside of a store and talk and act like it's not a big deal that you have it. That's what it's about. If you come out and you see like two hot girls taking pictures next to your car, you're like, hey ladies, what's up? And you know, you're 35 and they're 19, so it doesn't really work out. But hey, you know, it's the thought that counts. And you feel good for just those few moments. And it's the same way that, like, you know, hey, I said 19. Yeah, relax. No, and it's the same thing like in WoW, right? It's like you have these like really, you have all these people that'll like go and inspect you and they'll be like, wow, man, you're so cool, you have that item. Wow, oh, man, I wish I was like you. Oh, boy. And, you know, you feel good about it. And that's just how people are, right? I mean, it's why, you think about this, it's like even school, right? Even in school, they give kids like gold stars and shit. You know, why do you think they give you Employee of the Month? Think about this, dude. You're the Employee of the Month. No, they don't pay you any extra money. And the best thing that you're ever going to get out of most Employee of the Month features is maybe they'll say something nice about you on your resume whenever they fire you from the job later on because you don't show up at 6 a.m. on Christmas or something like that, right? But the other thing is they're going to give you maybe a parking spot closer to the store so you can get to work even faster. They don't give you any more money. They don't give you any more anything, right? They basically just use that as like a reward structure that just reinforces what they already wanted you to do. I mean, I'm sorry, this is just, you know, this is maybe a little bit too much real talk, okay? Maybe it's a little bit too much real talk, but it's so transparent to me. Like, it happens everywhere. And like the Employee of the Month, like every like industry has this. It's extremely common. It's one of the reasons also, like, you know, people like to wear, like, I don't know, oh, here's another example, right? Well, actually, I don't know, this isn't really the same thing. It's like kind of it's like an indirect perception, so I'm not even gonna get into that one. Twitch does as well, bud? What do you mean? Do you think that, like, do you think that I don't know that? Like, I'm not saying that Twitch isn't, like, of course Twitch does it too. Like, every company does it. If there's any way a company can give you meaningless validation so you give them and make them more money, they're gonna do it. Okay, like, let's just let's cut the bullshit, guys. Come on, let's be real. Pretending like you don't own a Lambo. I do own a Lambo, except for it's right over there on my desk, and it was like $5, okay? Like, case hardened skins depend on, wait, what is this here? Case hardened skins depend on how much blue color they have. That's so stupid. And, I mean, that's so stupid. And so anyway, like, it's like, and like, I can say that's stupid, right? But here I am, Attack Waitress, thank you for 20 gifted subs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I fucking appreciate that. Thank you so much, Attack Waitress. I really, really do appreciate it. The point I'm trying to make, right, is that, like, all these different companies, right, like, I'm gonna say, like, oh wow, you know, why is this mount cool? Well, this mount's cool because it's red. Like, I can laugh at this other guy because he does it with CSGO, but we do the exact same thing with WoW. Like, why is this armor set cooler than the armor set with less spikes on it? Because it has more spikes and it's black. Like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, you want to act like other people are stupid for, like, creating these, like, artificial value systems that make no sense and are stupid and meaningless and just completely arbitrary in a fundamental level? We all do it. Everybody fucking does it, okay? I'm sorry, it's like, that's just reality, okay? More polygons? Yeah. I mean, people can come up with excuses and rationalizations, but everybody knows what the truth is, okay? Like, let's just be real. Define art. Well, here's the thing about art, is, like, I think anything can really be art, right? I mean, so there's, like, certain things, like, you can, it's like acting can be art. Anything can be art if you want to. I think it's just the outcome of a creative endeavor, right? I mean, that's ultimately what art really is. I mean, you know, maybe that's a little bit too five-head or whatever, but that's what I would say, okay? A fucking piece of art? Yeah, dude. Let me go ahead and read some of these real quick, okay? You can,